Because there was a weird racing game on the Wii that used them.
I think would have to plug that fucking shit in and see if they even worked. Like, I know I had that and I had the Mario Dance Pad.
I don't know how much the dance pad would work for, but... Well, that's like how Guitar Hero is worth, like, nothing. And I remember that. I honestly think Guitar Hero is what started the whole, like, GameStop doesn't give you enough money back meme.
You have the weapons, yes? Good, because it would seem the Avenger did a little takeoff while you were not looking. I suggest you do not stick around for the landing. Maybe get some fresh air, huh?
What the fuck?
How'd you die?
Oh no! My fucking toes touched the ground and my body went. Keep flying the way you're going. You're flying toward the airport, or not?
So, did I ever tell you this story? So, I didn't have a GameCube growing up, but my one friend did, and two of my cousins did, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we would obviously play Melee, but, like, I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. But for some reason, I was always drawn to Falco, but I thought Falco's name was Seymour.
What?
I don't know why. Until I played Brawl. When, like, I owned a Wii and played Brawl. For some reason, I thought Falco's name was Seymour.
Why?
I have no clue.
That's weird. Fuck. Who put their fucking shitty bunker here?
Because there's no one on, like, in Melee's cast whose name even sounds like Seymour. Oh man, when I played Brawl, I
There's
barely
Sonic.
knew.
You're probably thinking of Sonic.
It was
He looks
Melee.
exactly like Falco too.
It was Melee.
He was in Melee. He was a secret character.
Oh. I know, my one older cousin, like, this was like 3 years ago, Zach. No, it was when Ultimate came out like 3 years ago. 2 years. He had brought out his old GameCube with Melee at a Christmas party. And I was like, oh, you don't have all the characters unlocked? He's like, yeah, I used to have a cheat device. And the only character... I used to have a cheat device that would let us play as, like, Girl Mewtwo. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Girl Mewtwo? And he's like, no, Girl Mewtwo.
The
And I
hell
was
does
like,
that mean?
it means Girl Mewtwo.
Who the hell is Girl Mewtwo?
Yeah, I don't know. He was like, yeah, man, we used to use an action replay, or whatever the cheating device for the GameCube was. What?
You were flying and I smacked the one dude with a fucking plane wing.
But I was like, yeah, we would use the Game Shark on the GameCube to unlock all the characters, and one of them was a Girl Mewtwo.
There was no Girl Mewtwo. What is he talking about?
I don't know, Zach. Maybe the GameCube just transports people to different dimensions. That's why you remember the Hunter Ghost. That's why I remember fucking Seymour being Falco. And that's why my cousin remembers a Girl Mewtwo.
That's funny.
Look, I was getting mad at him.
I remember when my Aunt Sharon would babysit us. So we were over at her house.
That's Kevin's mom, right?
Yeah. And so Kevin has three other brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So we were playing with we were playing with the one and his one brother who I'm really good friends with now, but he was a real dick as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He came in the room and he was all pissed off that we were playing as like PlayStation 2, playing one of the WWEs, and he was screaming at us that we couldn't play it. And then his younger brother walked in the room, started yelling at him, Like, you can't be yelling at him like this, blah blah blah. And then they started fucking just brawling out. And then Kevin and then Tyler, Kevin's other older brother, all joined in. They were fucking wailing on each other. And me, Nick, and Haley were like, cage match, cage match, cage match. It was weird.
So you want to hear something that's really fucking weird? That I used to think about occasionally? So I think the reason I don't have a sibling is because I walked in on my parents having sex when I was like 7.
Deliver the fucking weapons. Deliver the weapons.
I have them? Shit. Do you want me to go into any more detail with that story or just stop there?
Do whatever you want. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, so when I was a kid, I used to be really scared to sleep by myself. Okay. So one night I'm just sleeping, like I'm laying in my bed and it's like 1 in the morning and I just start hearing like a loud fucking like knocking noise. So I think someone's trying to break into our fucking house. No, I'll just stop there.
Alright, no, just kill yourself and go back to shore and then call in your bike because we got 9 minutes.
I'm coming up now.
I already left.
Fuck. How do you kill yourself without just blowing up a grenade?
Touchpad. It's like one of the last 2 options.
Yeah, when I was a kid, me and my cousin... apparently I can't kill myself. Me and my cousins used to wrestle a lot until the youngest at the time was born. Because everyone was like, you can't fucking wrestle when the baby's around. And then one day I remember he came over and we were all wrestling and he just got a fucking foot to the face. Everyone freaked the fuck
Which
out.
was a baby.
Yeah, and he was like 1. We were all fucking wrestling and he like wandered over. And my one cousin just fucking kicked him in the face. The funny thing is, too, like, out of like the 5 of us that are around during that time, he's the one now that has like autistic strength.
That's
And
why
he
he
could
took a fucking foot to the face, man.
It could probably be any of it. Dude, he has a really bad, like, anger switch. Like, he goes off real fast. And he's been like that ever since he was young, and he has autistic strength, so... I don't like that cousin very much.
Should've fucking kicked him in the face. I don't know what to tell
It's
you.
fucking hysterical.
But
Looking back on it... Looking back on it, dude, we did so much fucking dumb shit.
Trust me, I know the same fucking feeling.
I remember one time we tried to... My cousins had a trampoline and a pool right next to each other. So we were trying to do like WWE moves off the trampoline to the pool. And what's the one move where you like grab them by the back of the neck and like their back is towards your back, but you grab like their head and slam it?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the move. I haven't thought about that fucking shit forever.
Well, I was trying to do that off the trampoline into the pool with my one cousin, and it was like a ring pool, like the inflatable ones, if you know what I mean. Like a big one, but you know what I mean. And I did that, and I went into the pool, but his head just went off the thing and pushed the pool out. So all the water went out the pool, and he was on the ground, like, crying. But all the water just went into his mouth, and I thought I fucking killed him. Like, he kind of got waterboarded a bit, okay? It was fine, he was like 10.
I remember Nick and I my dad bought a slip and slide. He put a bunch of, like, laundry detergent on it, and then turned it on. And Nick and I At first we were playing bowling. We had like these big ass inflatable bowling pins, and then Nick and I decided, hey, you know, it'd be funny. We put them all in the middle, and then he goes at one end and I go at the other end, and we nail each other in the middle. It'll be funny.
Okay.
It was funny, but holy shit, it fucking hurt when we hit.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
You know,
Zach,
when
I
Nick,
don't have explosives.
you just gotta shoot them. It's like a living person. You gotta go out and just shoot. Fucking Christ, this dude is body armor.
What were you saying?
Yeah, that was one time Nick and I did that. He and I were fighting with broomstick handles and trash can lids.
Mm-hmm.
I remember fucking Captain America throwing the fucking trash can lid at him and hitting him in the head.
I remember the one time I was at my friend's house, and they had bunk beds. And I was on the top bunk, and I was just like leaning over the bunk watching TV while they were on the bottom. And I ended up flipping over and nailing both of them in the face with my fucking heels.
Nothing beats when Nick and I were playing fucking Lion King on our bunk bed. And I was
Okay.
laying on his legs, and I flipped him over the side of the bed, but I was sitting on his shin so he couldn't fall.
Mhm.
And I'm like, long live the king. And then I was just sitting there on top of his ankle so he couldn't actually fall.
Uh-huh.
And his face and shit was slowly turning redder and redder. He's like, drop me, please. And then I wouldn't. And then he's like, you need to pull me up. And then I realized, like, oh shit, I'm going to actually really hurt him if I drop him. So I was like, I tried to pick him up, and I couldn't. I had the upper body strength. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Nick. Long live the king. And I got him off of his legs, and he fell and landed on his fucking neck. He was like, I was like, I'm sorry. That was a classic. Haley and I both broke our arms on that fucking bunk bed too.
So I had bunk beds, and for some reason, anytime anyone came over and they went on the top bunk, they would always hit their heads on the fucking ceiling fan. Because the ceiling fan was like
that's a
right
good
over
point,
the
too, yeah.
bunk bed. Shonen Jump are moving a gun running shipment. Yo, man, let's go fight Naruto.
What was it? I remember when we would hang off the bunk bed on the ceiling fan blades and rip the ceiling fan out of the roof ceiling.
Oh, shit.
We bent every single blade down, and then we were just hanging from the blades that were bent down, and then just ripped the whole thing out of the fucking ceiling at the end. And then my parents were infuriated. And instead of getting a ceiling fan put in, we got a just a light in the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And then Nick tried to hang from the fucking light. That was like 2 binder clips, and then fucking fell. That's a fucking certified hood classic right there. Oh fuck.
So, for some reason, so my cousins had a grandpa that was like had dementia. Okay, but like no one caught on to it for a while, and they had a broken wiffle ball bat, and the grandpa decided to put like a fuck ton of paper towels and tomatoes in the wiffle ball bat. I'm not kidding. Okay.
Okay.
And this shit was in there for literal years. All right. So we used to call it the fucking stink bat, and we would just beat the shit out of each other with it until one day my one cousin was beating the shit out of my other cousin, and the bat just exploded, and fucking rotten tomatoes went fucking everywhere on him. There was one time my uncle's fucking cockatoo was chasing my cousin, and he threw a fucking action figure at it. And fucking dropped the bird. Thought he killed the fucking bird. Because the bird used to play with us and chase us. And then one time my one cousin just picked up like a fucking G.I. Joe, just hucked it at it. The bird made the funniest fucking
I can't see. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I can't see.
Fuck.
Bobbles.
Oh shit.
Oh
I'll never
my
forget
God.
that day because we were all thought we fucking killed the bird.
My mom's cousin. Not the one that died, the other one.
Okay.
He used to have this big ass fucking pet iguana.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nasty fucker though. That thing didn't lick anybody. I remember Nick and
Okay.
I were sticking our fingers through the fucking grating on the fucking side of it,
Uh-huh.
and Nick and I were fucking with it and like poking it, and it turned and it fucking snapped at Nick. It missed Nick, and then I had my finger in there and he snapped at me, and then he fucking head-butted the door, and the door like kind of popped a little bit loose.
Uh-huh.
So he started jamming its fucking head through the door, trying to break down the cage for the door. And Nick and I were like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck!" So Nick and I are literally kicking the cage door shut with a lizard's head in the door. And it's like, and then finally we got its fucking head in there. And we locked the. We managed to. We got the door shut and we ran away.
Oh man.
Animals are funny when you hit them. Oh fuck.
So we used to go camping from like age 5 to 10. And the one year we went camping where we were near the arcade, and there was a machine where we would win bouncy balls. And I legit had to have a bag of like 50 of these fucking things, okay? So one day we're all in like the kids' play tent, and I just dump all the balls in there, and no one could get out of the fucking tent because everyone kept falling on the goddamn balls.
Did I ever tell you the story when Nick landed on my fucking like 8-year-old? No, he wasn't 8 at the time. He was probably like 5 at the time. He fucking landed on him in a bouncy castle.
No.
And nearly fucking broke him in half.
Dude, we used to fuck each other up in a bouncy castle.
I remember every year, pretty much, since it was too cold for like Nick and Haley's birthday, my parents would have like a moon bounce come, and they would put it in my neighbor's yard because they were chill with it. And I remember the one year we had it, and at the entrance there were like these 2 big pillars, and we'd climb all the way up the pillars, so we'd be like in the roof of the moon bounce, like hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And I clearly remember being like doing like fucking Batman shit and jumping down from it and landing on people. Be like da-da-da-da-da, and trying to break their spine.
Uh-huh.
That's another certified hood classic.
My one cousin got knocked out at a bouncy castle. So, my aunt's stepson was like, I was the second oldest, and he had at least 5 years on me. I think he's 5 years older than me.
Hmm.
So, you know, he was always like physically the fucking strongest. And him and the youngest one used to fight all the fucking time. Because the youngest one always did the tough guy act. So they're in a fucking bouncy castle. And you know how, like, the pillars are bouncy?
Yeah.
He throws my cousin to one of them, and he bounces back, and then he fucking clotheslined him and knocks him the fuck out in the bouncy castle. And then none of us were allowed back in the bouncy castle.
I didn't actually finish the story. So yeah, my cousin, he's still young enough that they could do like a bouncy castle. So he's in it, and you know, Nick being Nick, he's a big ass fucking dude. Nick, by the way, is like 17. So this is only like a couple years ago. So Nick's in there and he's trying to like super bounce. Me and Nick are in there. We're trying to super bounce the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that shit's funny as shit. And we're
Yeah.
like, all right, we're like, AJ, this is what you gotta do. Nick and I will bounce. You land after we land, and you're gonna go insanely high. He's like, okay. So we were doing it over and over with him and like a bunch of other kids, and then Nick and I went to do it, and Nick's ankle like went out or some shit, and he went right on the fucking kid as they were coming on my cousin as he was coming down.
Oh shit.
And he fucking he landed on him and hit me in the ankle, and I fucking went down. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh shit. Zach, I wish I could recreate the fucking noise that bird made.
Oh my god, we both fucking got. When you, I was just picturing the noise in my head. It was fucking making me crack up.
That's kind of what it was like. It's like,
Oh fuck.
we thought we fucking killed that thing. My one cousin had a dog that used to hump everyone, and that thing was annoying as shit. What else?
Nothing beats when we were playing Capture 2 and Haley clotheslined herself on an actual clothesline.
I've seen that happen before.
No, we were playing it. It was one of my neighbors. It was like, I don't know. Watch out. And Haley was running from somebody, and they were running through some random person's backyard, and the other girl was short enough, Haley was not, and it hooked her neck. I remember coming into the backyard the moment she hooked her neck, and her going from straight up to fucking horizontal. It was the fucking weirdest thing in the world. It was like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
So, back in Tentacombe, on the playground, there was like,
Oh my god.
there was like a little bit of woods on the playground that was like fenced in, and there were two trees that were super close to each other. So all the kids used to try to like climb them by spreading their like arms and legs like you do.
Yeah, that was the same way like we climb up the bouncy castle.
Yeah. And I was doing that one time, and a girl came underneath me like a first grader, and I was like a fifth grader, and I dropped. Zach, you can turn around. I remember back at my summer camp, there were swings, and at least twice a year, a fucking kid would try to run through the swings and just get fucking flung.
Like that fucking the video of that little black kid.
Yeah.
Where it's the super like emotional music, and he runs through, makes it, and then tries to run back, and then gets fucking walloped by the lady.
Mm-hmm. I remember one year I did it to a kid, and the teacher was like screaming at me like, "Why the fuck didn't you stop?" and shit. I'm like, "What the fuck do you want me to do?"
I remember at Prospect they wouldn't let they like you had to be like a specific grade, and then you had a specific day you could be on the playground.
Really? The way Tentacombe did it, it was like 1st through 5th graders would all be on the playground, and then like 6th through 8th would all be on the playground.
Like, yeah, I mean like they broke it up like that by lunch, but like it was like 1st and 2nd graders, and then it was 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then it was like 7th and 8th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. But like they wouldn't let the middle, like if you were in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, they wouldn't let you on the playground.
That's fucking dumb.
We were a little too big.
Would they even let you guys outside or
No, we were allowed outside. We just weren't
Okay.
allowed on
the playground
playground.
itself?
Like there was the.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck. I'm in a server by myself.
I mean, we finished the fucking shit anyway.
If you just want to rejoin and drive around. I remember one time, so you know how dumpsters have like a hole in the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
A squirrel got its head cut, and the janitor was like gonna decapitate the fucking squirrel. And the kid was like, "Can I do it?" And the janitor was like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck." And the janitor got fired that day.
That's funny. Remember when literally died in front of me?
Oh, wait, are you joining my server?
Yeah, I joined you.
Alright. There you are. I remember one year. So, like, I'm assuming your school had like lunch assistants. Zach.
Hmm?
I'm assuming your school had like lunch assistants.
Yeah, some of them were cool, some of them were real cunts.
Yeah, one of them at my school was like this real old woman, and she was fucking nasty to everyone. And one year, an 8th grader started talking with her, and she's like, "I'll get my grandson in here to kick your ass." And everyone was like, "Holy shit!" And then she got fired that same day. Tinicum was a shithole, man. Tinicum was an honest to goodness shithole. Oh, excuse me.
Prospect had its moments.
Maybe
There's still
you-
some certain moments though where like I'll smell like you know how like smell is like one of the biggest like triggers for shit.
Yeah, for like nostalgia.
I opened the thing of hand sanitizer and smelled it, and it brought me back to fucking kindergarten because that's all that fucking place smelled like was hand sanitizer.
So I went to a Catholic school for kindergarten and first grade because my parents didn't want to send me to a school in Collingdale.
I get that. You would have been fucking raped and murdered
Yeah,
by a second grader.
yeah. And I remember one day we all tied up a Mexican kid with a jump rope.
Oh my god!
I
Okay.
don't remember why we did it. I just remember that. He was the only ethnic